Don't settle for fakes. My dual-taining is the real deal.
Hey everyone, it's mekklord, and I'm still sick. I'm even more sick than yesterday. I'm not going to share the details of this particular predicament I'm in, but let me tell you this. I am never eating cheese ever again. Anyway, I might be very weak and feeble and meek and potentially won't make the night, but I'm still here to talk about Rush Duels because we just got a new Rush Duel structure deck leaked, which I think is pretty cool. Something that is very important to note is that this is the first non-EX structure deck we're getting since, hold on. I gotta check actually. This was an EX, that was an EX, that was an EX, that was an EX, that was an EX. Secret Magician, that was an EX. So we didn't get any non-EX structure decks in 2023. Thousand Illusion was an EX, which is very funny. Red Hero is obviously an EX. Brave Hope, Tell Knight Advance. Magician's Hark. Almost 2 years ago was the last time we got a non-EX structure deck. And before that, Gagaga Xyz, which was a year before that with the release respectively of Arc 5 and Zexal Worlds. And before that, Hero Generation in the middle of 2020, a structure deck that didn't actually do all that much for the meta, but still contained a bunch of really cool hero cards that had the opportunity to shine later on. And before that, there was Spellboard Silence was the first EX structure deck, and Swordboard Silence was the first non-EX structure deck of 2019. So it's like the ratio from EX to non-EX structure deck is like insanely unbalanced. So getting what seems to be a very competent non-EX structure deck that is also going to be distributed at 1 copy for free, it's really cool. I think the Vrains structure deck was also given at 1 free copy. I might be mistaken on that though, I'm too lazy and tired to check. Let's take a look at all of the cards featured in this structure deck. So we got Lightning Volt Condor, which is also the key card in a dedicated skill that's probably gonna come along with the structure deck. It's a pretty decent beta. It's a cool guy. It's kind of a cool guy. It's weaker than Seventh Road and Dragius, obviously, but I still think it is meta viable, especially if you don't want to invest that many gems or that much money into Rush Duels. Darkness Crested Hawk, also a pretty good finisher for the deck. I think this guy has a lot of potential. This guy has a lot of potential. Solar Windweaver, which is going to be limited 3 on release, so unless we're getting more limited 3 cards, this doesn't do anything for now, but it unironically is definitely one of the strongest early Rush Duel cards you could be playing. Battle position matter a lot in Rush Duels, and they used to matter in Duel Links as well. Remember when everyone played Sphere Karibo for several years? Remember when we were playing the 1 copy of Windstorm of Itaqua that we had access to? This feels like a return to source, and couldn't be happier about it, about this card in specific. I don't know if it warrants being limited 3, but who cares. Illuminous Parrot, I've never seen this card before. Okay, this sets up the Crested Hawk and potentially Volt Condor as well, which is kind of neat. It's kind of a neat combo. It's not that bad with 1200 attack. I think this one is definitely playable. Dark Sorcerer is insane. If you expect, I think Dragias is a light, but Seventh Road Magician is a dark. So this not only works as a beta, but also as a discard outlet for Lightning Volt Condor, which I think is pretty dope. And no, it's just an all-around good card. Fire Golem's not great, but it's a fire with 1200, so we'll take it. Maybe it's a one-off, I don't know. It is a spellcaster though, which is important for a card that we're going to see. Not this one. Oh, this one is going to need. I don't think there are too many spells and traps that you'd be willingly getting rid of. Just to get back the, I guess the only target is the Luminous Parrot, but still okay. Mystic Dealer is insane. We've already covered this. Giant Totals of Greed is, although it seems good, but it isn't, because you're always drawing until you have 5 in the beginning of your turn, so the only scenario in which this actually pluses you is if you end your turn with 4 cards in hand, which is not ideal, not optimal, don't do that please. And it's not even good back row removal bait, because I don't know how much back row removal we're getting day 1, so this one's a miss, this one's a bait card, this one's not good actually. It is funny though, I'll give it that. Spell Archer is a wind spellcaster. Harpy Girl is a wing beast, but you're never actually gonna play that. This is the water spellcaster. Has decent stats, which probably doesn't hold a candle to like Ansler and Fire Dragon if you're willing to play a bit less spellcaster and play a bit bigger beta. So mid, I'd say. Strange Cat is a pretty good defender. Flame Manipulator is a pretty good discard fodder and nothing else. Doesn't even hold a candle to Fire Golem over here. And Darkness Approaches is bad also in Rush Duels, but it's very funny that this could be one of the most relevant cards depending on the rest of the Rush Duel count pool. So all in all, kind of a promising structure deck, honestly. Like the just getting these 3 cards is probably enough to justify 1, collecting it for free, and 2, buying another copy for 500 gems, which honestly isn't that much unless you're me and you spend your gems on every other bug that comes out, because you have to follow the trend, you have to accept the fad and try and create mediocre content that nobody's gonna watch anyway. We got some new skills that were leaked. Lightning Shift is the Vault Condo skill that was all talking about. I really like this condition. I hope more skills in Duel Links in general have this requirement. The skill can be used if the only monster with 1400 or more attack in your deck are Spellcaster or Winged Beast types. This prevents you from splashing stuff like Fire Dragon, which I was talking earlier, so don't actually do that. But you can still play Ansler, I guess. But it also means that your tribute fodder can afford to be a bit more flexible. You can play Mystic Dealer, you can play Curry Bot, for instance, if you're expecting this card to be good. Still skeptic around it, but yeah, it's pretty cool condition. Can be activated during the turn of summoned a level 7 or higher monster. 1 face-up monster on opponent's side of the field becomes light attribute until the end of the turn. Once again, this sets up the Darkness, Crescent Arc, and Vault Condor. If you have a face-up Lightning Vault Condor on your field, you can add 1 level 4 or lower light attribute Winged Beast type monster from your graveyard to your hand. So you're playing the Parrot no matter what, because it's basically means that your Vault Condor is live. It's pretty cool. It's a really cool skill. I think it's enough to like push this basically really free-to-play deck into the early Rush Duel metagame, which I'm really fond of. I think this is really cool. Dragonic Resonance is a loop skill. The skill can be used if the only monster in your deck are Dragon type. Can be activated if you have face-up Earth attribute effect monster with 1500 or more attack or 1300 or more defense on your field. I have no idea what this refers to, and I'm too tired to check. This turn, up to 2 face-up monster with 23 or less attack on your field gain 500 attack and their level is increased by 4. Does this do anything? I don't know. If this does anything, please let me know, because I genuinely have no idea. And that's it for the Rush Duel leaks today. Overall, you know, people are very skeptical regarding this format because of the shared gem pool and the fact that speed duels are obviously going to be impacted with less releases, which I think is a positive thing, because this means that metagames have more time to, you know, develop and settle. And I think like the current format is pretty healthy in my opinion, and it hasn't even started yet because the nerfs haven't even gone live and people are still begging for a new main box that they're gonna complain about it being too powerful or not powerful enough, which I think is silly. Just enjoy Rush Duels, it's really good, I promise. And what was I saying? That's the end of the video, everyone. Take care, I'll see you guys and gals and non-binary pals next time.